All right. All right. Welcome back. I have good news and bad news. The good news is you missed half of the second quarter. Or the bad news is you missed half the second quarter. The good news,
We're back.
you didn't miss anything because it's still 14-0, and we are at halftime. Hopefully. Hopefully. So let me see if I can get you caught up on what possibly could be the issue here. So, as you know, Apple jumped right from update 18 point whatever to then you opened up your phone the next day, right? And you saw an update for like 26 something or whatever it was. So I've done all of those things. Well, guess what, Blake?
What?
When you do that, it resets your entire phone. So everything is turned off and on. So you have to go back in and be utterly specific about which app handles which mic, which way. And that's the beautiful part of this. So hopefully, check our audio. I believe we're good. And the good news is we have an entire second half to deliver. All right, we appear to have this thing ready to go. Okay, so it's been a hell of a week, Blake. And it's just Thursday. But anyway, let's talk about what we've got on tap tomorrow night. So, hopefully without interruption tomorrow night, you'll see Bishop Moore at MCC. You'll see team out of Kentucky, Woodford County, Kentucky, going up against Heritage Melbourne in Palm Bay in the battle for Babcock and the Buster Clark Trophy. And, of course, O'Galley and Cocoa. And we will preview all of those tonight. A little later, far into the night, coming up on the preview show. If we get out of here at a decent time. And there's my guy right there on the screen asleep. And, again, that's Caleb. And, listen, I am going to continue to push the GoFundMe for Caleb because he is absolutely, unequivocally going to need it. He's in for multiple surgeries. And he's got a long road to go. And so anything helps. And if you can't financially support Caleb, please share his GoFundMe, and we will greatly appreciate that. And do you have any thoughts on the first half for what the folks at home were able to see?
Melbourne, their offense is very good at running the football. For whatever reason, they seem to stall at random points. So if they can get that figured out, and their quarterback, good quarterback. The one interception he had, he let it go just a little. Both passes are a little high, a little late.
A little high, a little late.
Number 12 for the Melbourne Bulldogs. What an athlete.
Yeah, no,
What
he is.
an athlete.
No, he sure is. And as we get set, flag's blowing straight out like it's a baseball stadium. So the wind is a whipping out there tonight. So far, so good on this microphone thing. I swear I've never come across anything like that ever.
First time for everything.
Yeah, no, there is. That is for sure. And, of course, BSN wants to thank. And, look, you know, I want to take this moment, too. Can you text Caleb and ask him if he could reshare this stream? Because I know Caleb is, you know, he was watching, and he probably wants to know, you know, those guys can't do anything without me, and, well, he's right. But, you know, listen, it's been a process for us here at Brevard Sports Network. You know, Jackson, of course, off to UF, and then Coach Billy, Coach Logan down on the sidelines. We did get Chase back, which was huge for Brevard Sports Network. We're lucky enough to got you, and Brian is phenomenal as well. But all of this comes with it kind of feels all new again. And I know sometimes, especially here lately, we've come into some issues, and I've fielded phone calls and emails on this, but I'm here to tell all of you that we do work diligently, and every time we turn that microphone and that camera on, we are doing everything we can to bring you the most professional broadcast around, and I think we deliver that. Nobody else is going to tell you to turn that foot inside and cut up anywhere else like Blake Mays does. A little bit of Tom Petty going on in the background. Coming up tomorrow night, 4 games on tap. And then Saturday all day for me, I'll be over at across the Causeway doing satellite youth football. Sunday, high school boys fall lacrosse. Monday, the Cape Coast Conference volleyball tournament. Tuesday, Cape Coast Conference volleyball tournament. Thursday, JV football and the Cape Coast Conference volleyball tournament championship. And then Friday, right back to high school football. So a busy week ahead on the network. A real busy week ahead. Yeah, I think we're good on this audio thing. I turned Siri off. We thought she was the problem. I don't use Siri anyway.
I don't know a lot of people that do.
Yeah. And, of course, BSN wants to thank all of our sponsors. You know, I saw somebody put up a comment once that said, it wouldn't be BSN if it weren't 2 streams. Well, it is what it is. And unfortunately, a lot of times with things like this, you learn on the fly. I mean, you have no way of knowing something like that's going to happen until it happens. So there is all of our great sponsors. And speaking of all of our great sponsors, I want to play this one here from Chrissy Lindback, the real estate expert.
Hi, I'm Chrissy Lindback with Compass, your East Coast real estate expert. When it comes to selling your home, experience and strategy matter. My team and I make sure every detail is handled, so you get top dollar and a stress-free experience. We bring in professional stagers, high-end photographers, and cinematic videographers to showcase your home at its best. Because every showing starts online and we make sure your home stands out. With consistent communication, strong negotiation skills, and local market expertise, I guide you every step of the way. Because here in Brevard, when it comes to real estate, Chrissy knows. Ready to buy or sell in Brevard? Visit Chrissy Knows and let's get started.
All right, welcome back. I guess we got the audio good, so hopefully we do. Third quarter action coming up, and let's go. It's like, you know, if we're talking real life here, right, it's like ever since Saturday when this happened with Caleb, it's like every day now you wait and you see, you're like, well, is this shoe going to drop? What shoe's going to drop? But really, honestly, man, it's day by day, man, day by day. Caleb, get better, man, get better. You see me already struggling. All right, so we had technique boxing up top this quarter. I promised to my man Eric Natwick of Natwick Insurance. And nobody I know is a bigger supporter of Satellite Scorpion Sports, then Eric Natwick and Natwick Insurance, or Insurance, depending upon where you're from. All right, we're ready for the second half kick. And again, you didn't miss anything when we had the audio issues. It's still 14-0 as Melbourne gets set to kick off.
High kick.
Oh.
Bounces off.
And that's 2 Florida tackles. And if you don't know what a Florida tackle is, it is where you absolutely run into somebody like a car accident, but they keep moving because you just didn't use your arms. So 2 missed Florida tackles, and then finally somebody wrapped them up. Huh? No, this is Florida. That's how guys in Florida tackle. You ever watch Ed Reed play? That's how he tackles or play. That's how he tackled all the time. I don't think Ed Reed ever wrapped anybody up. But he's in the Hall of Fame, so you can't argue with him. Here come the Scorps, first and 10. And, yep, that's what you call trudging along. And that'll be a gain of about a half yard. Just underway here in quarter number 3 of this one. So second and, well, it's 10. I mean, that's 10 yards all day long, so no gain on that. And again, if you're just joining us, our satellite roster is from last week and contains multiple. Yeah, he gets it out to number 10, Max Lopez on the catch. And the quarterback is Levi Mummy. Now, Levi's got a brother. I don't know if you may know Noah Mummy.
Not at all.
Noah Mummy was one of the greatest quarterbacks in the history of satellite football. Noah Mummy was the quarterback when Ted Kimmy and company were, I believe, 10-3 and playing for a regional championship. Noah was a point-scoring athletic machine. Now I believe he is a high jumper or pole vault in college. That's not a good thing. And the quarterback does the wise thing there and just falls on it. And now the Scorpions will need a pole vault to make a first down as it's 4th and about 20. 5, 6, 7. So I would imagine that we got a punt coming here. And what you did miss was another punt return touchdown, but there were multiple flags down. And so that got called. And by the same guy, by the way. And he's standing at the 45, just so you know. Let's see if they kick it to him for a third time. And they will.
It's a pretty good punt, though.
Yeah, it was a good punt, and he's going to let it bounce. Well, I give them credit. They did kick it to him. But Brandon Taylor probably did the wise thing there and let it bounce. So the Bulldogs will take over with outstanding field position here.
You know, that is one thing that annoys me, is when a team punts, you don't call a fair catch or nothing to catch the ball, and then the ball rolls 20 extra yards.
Yeah.
If you call the fair catch, they can't touch you, so there's no hurt in it.
I think some of the best returners in the history of the game always had a really good eye of how that ball was kicked. Was it end over end? Was it a spiral? How was it going to bounce when it hit the ground? And you do it enough, and you get a feel for those things. That's all geometry, and I got no business talking about anything with geometry. Here we go, 1st and 10 Looks like a jet sweep coming, and it is. And it's a good one. And that's a good, solid, well-executed jet sweep as Cooper Hershey is the ball carrier. Oh, check that. Julian Baxter, number 24, the ball carrier. 7:54 to go here. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs now at the satellite 38. Apparently, we're going to start the clock on the snap here. No, I know. He's got to give it to you. Yeah, because we'd be here all night. Good pass and good coverage. Yeah, because the clock stops to move the chains, and then once the chains are set, the clock is supposed to start again. But the White Hats forgetting to signal the start of the clock after the first down, and the referee working the clock is doing his job because his mark is the guy in the white hat, and unless he winds his arm, he can't start the clock. Supposedly. Right. That might change here. Right. 2nd down and 6 for the Bulldogs. Looking. Yeah, he sure did stop running. And that will bring up 3rd down and 6. I don't think he thought he was going to get the ball down the field to him there, Blake.
I don't think so, especially because that's a far throw for a quarterback. That's about 3/4 of the way to the sideline.
Yeah.
Missed him by maybe a yard or 2.
Yeah. We still good on the audio?
Mm-hmm. That is the biggest thing you will hear, especially in college, is if you have to run every route like you're getting the ball. Because even if you're not getting yourself open, you may open it up for your teammate.
That's what I like to hear. It's 4-down territory. Yeah, that's false start. It's going to be on the right tackle. You know what you do? You know what you don't see? You know, defensive backs drop an interception a lot of times. They'll do 5 push-ups, right? 10 push-ups. Wide receiver drops a touchdown. He'll do 10 push-ups. You never see an offensive lineman do 5 push-ups when they go false start. 3rd down and 11 down. That one's going to sting. Right. But I still think it's 4-down territory. What do you think?
From the 40, depending on how long it is to the 1st down, I would agree.
Yeah.
If they don't get anything here, I think they would punt.
Think so?
Yeah.
I think with a 14-0 lead, I'm all in on this one.
We're going for it. Almost had him.
And incomplete. Good throw. I'm not crazy about the route, but a good throw. Holding against the Bulldogs, and they're probably likely Satellite going to. If I'm Satellite, I decline this. And they will decline it, and it will be 4th and 10. I go for this. I am not punting here. Up 14-0, 6:40. I mean, Satellite hasn't moved the football since the 1st quarter. So, yeah, I'm going to. Now, I don't recommend trying to take another shot deep down the field, but look for something over the middle. Get the ball to your playmaker in space and let him do his job.
I'd play the field position game.
57-yard easy field goal.
QB draw.
He's going to be short. So he's going to pick up 6 of the needed 10, but it ain't enough, and Satellite will take over. I've seen 5-yard punts. Saw 2 of them last week. 6:34 to play in the 3rd quarter. A Live from Tom McIntyre Stadium for a second time this evening. Thank you, Apple Update. Yeah. That kid was going from, 40 the first time, right? Yeah, that's a chip shot. Here comes Satellite, who's got to generate some kind of offense here. Getting shut out. The Scorps come in at 2-2 as Levi Mummy is the quarterback. And he's got Corbin Kugler to his left. Mummy looking, throws, oh, that ball is dropped by Tyquez Harris, the linebacker for the Bulldogs. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Mummy is tall, and he's got that slinky motion, and they'll tighten that up. His stature is that exactly of his brother. Remember Noah, Brett? Noah Mummy? Throws. That was there.
We got a flag.
And it'll be a pass interference on the Bulldogs. That'll be 15 and a Satellite first down.
I don't know about that call.
Yeah. You didn't like it, huh?
No, I thought he timed it pretty good. I thought it should be 3rd and long for Satellite.
So they'll pick up 15. That ball will be at the Satellite 47. So Scorps catch a break. Now they got to capitalize on this. Mummy pump fakes, drops one out. Oh, I tell you what, that should have been intercepted. Yeah, he's just letting it go. That is, I tell you, who should have had that time was
Carson Nance.
Yeah.
He should have went for the ball instead of waiting for it.
Yep.
Attack the football. Because football's all timing thing. If you sit there and wait, somebody might get there before you.
Or disrupt your rhythm, one or the other. 2nd down and 10 for Satellite.
Cover 4.
Mummy pump fakes again. He just lets this thing up in the air. And
Almost
you know what? He nearly got his receiver.
Almost had him.
That was weird. That was just a weird-looking play, wasn't it? Because he pump faked twice, and then when he threw it, it looked like he was just throwing it up. But
there was a guy there.
There was a receiver there. That was just a strange-looking play all around. Yeah.
Satellite staying in the 2-back slick. Melbourne staying in cover 4.
Now you got a job to do after this play.
Yeah.
Mummy. Oh, look at that arm.
No flag.
It's a good arm. All right, so now tell everybody what cover 4 is.
Oh, what cover 4 is? Cover 4 basically just means 4 people dropping deep into the deep zone. You'll have one guy who will get basically kind of numbers to sideline or a little bit in between the numbers or the hash and the sideline. 2 guys for the middle and then another guy for the outside.
So when you were a quarterback, what was your first read when you walked to the line of scrimmage?
My first read?
Yeah, like where would you go first?
Depending on the play.
Right.
But, and the formation that we have.
Let's say it was, all right, well, hold on. We'll get into this after this. Mummy pumps again, throws, caught. Oh, I thought he had it. That should have been caught. That was right at the sticks, too. All right, so you come up. You got doubles, right? I know how your dad likes to spread them out. You got doubles. Okay, you got 2 digs on the inside and 2 goes on the out. Where you looking first?
First read is safeties. If there's one safety, I know it's either cover 1, cover 3, If the corners are looking at the receiver, I know it's man. It's cover 1. If they're facing in a little bit, I know we got cover 3. And for goes on the seams, I'm going to look the safety off, throw it back to the other one on a rope, and that's easy yards right there.
Yeah, I want that go, so I'm going to suck that safety down on that dig, bro. That's me. That's what I'm going to try and do anyway.
And if you got cover 2, you're waiting for a hole shot in between the linebackers to time it right.
And this is the Bulldogs take over after 4th down is unsuccessful. 5:54 to go in the 3rd quarter. Want to thank Natwick Insurance.
But if it was a run play, I wasn't reading nothing.
No,
Just looking around.
Right. I let my center make those calls.
Also got to be aware of who's rushing in from where.
Yeah, you keep your eye on the
In case somebody
linebackers
comes
and then-
unblocked.
Yep.
Wishbone for Melbourne.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Can't hurdle.
Can't do that. And there will be no flag. There should be one, but there isn't one. You cannot hurdle.
In Florida high school football. Because I know you can in Texas.
So that's number 11 with the athletic play, E.J. McLean. Be careful, young man.
Didn't you go to the Allen, Texas trip?
I
many
did
years
not
ago?
go to
No?
Allen. I went to Gonzaga.
That was a fun game.
Remember who the quarterback was for Gonzaga?
Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams was the quarterback for Gonzaga when Vieira went up and beat him. That was a good trip.
Yeah. I went separately. I may have toured the White House a little.
Did you really now?
I did.
Okay. So you got to take in all the sound. I thought, listen, when we went on that trip, I thought we were in the Capitol. That was fun.
Mm-hmm. I didn't get to do that.
Uh-oh. Oh, he shakes off one sack,
Comes back to
and
the
this
other
won't
side.
be protect the football. I don't know how, but that's the athletic ability of Will Reinhold as he just turned what should have been a sack on 2 different occasions into a gain of nearly 20 and a Bulldog first down. Nice play by Reinhold. Where else did we? We did something else up there, too. Oh, we went to the University of Maryland. Went and saw College Park. And that'll take us to the water break. As they introduce the Melbourne cheerleaders. That's a pretty dominating performance up there, too, by Vieira that day on Gonzaga. Caleb Williams, he dominated him that day. It was.
The funniest story I hear about that
Yeah.
is Caleb Williams was a freshman.
Right.
So they end up telling the Vieira guys that guy last week was a freshman, and then they're all like, no, he wasn't. They said that guy's not a freshman. That guy's at least a junior.
Well, it is a private school. Blitz. E.J. carries.
Can't lay on him right
No.
there.
Smart man picking him up. E.J. McLean picks up 9. I had an unusual broadcasting position. If you've ever seen Gonzaga High School in Washington, D.C., Google it. Because
Very
it's like,
weird stadium.
Yeah, because it's like a castle that surrounds it on one side in a tall building. And Rand Paul, the congressman, had a condo in the end zone of there. So anyway, I was on the very top of the roof of the castle broadcasting that game.
There was only one side for bleachers.
Right. It was crazy. It was a fun trip, though. Miss Kingston and Garrett and all the people of the quarterback club at that time did a terrific job with that trip. Garrett Lamp and so many others. I think, if I put my foot in my mouth, Yeah, I think that's the only time I ever traveled out of state for a high school football game here in Florida anyway.
Baker County's close enough.
Yeah, that's true.
It's right on the Georgia line.
Yeah, it's not that far. Good run, still on his feet, cuts back inside. Touchdown! Melbourne Bulldog touchdown makes it 20-0, and that is number 6, Jaden Morris, the sophomore, with a good run.
A great block by
Yeah.
the fullback on that one, leveling the satellite safety there, making that run really easy for him.
I know Billy Palmer's got to be happy down there watching Billy lead the troops out of the dressing room before the game. Had a chance to talk to him. Billy handed me a donation check as well from West Melbourne for Caleb, and I cannot thank West Melbourne Youth Football and Cheer, the board, Billy, and everyone enough for that. And 2-point is good, and it's going to be 22-0, Blake. So here we go, 22-0. We'll step aside, be right back here on Brevard Sports Network. All right, welcome back to Tom McIntyre Stadium. 22-0. The Bulldogs lead this and well on their way to a 6-0 start. And this Melbourne program is one that you're really going to have to watch closely over the next couple of years. And I know you guys are also climbing that ladder down there at Palm Bay. But they had 41 freshmen come in this year. And between the JV program and the varsity program, by the time this one's finished, if Satellite don't get it together, you're looking at the JV and the varsity program at a combined 9-1, and that's impressive.
And there's a flag on the play.
Shocker on special teams.
Oh, waving the flag off.
I always like to see that. The old waving of the flag off. I'll tell you what, it's you know what I love? I'm a fall guy, right? Meaning that I don't mean I'll take the fall for somebody. I'd do that if I had to. Depends who it is. But I'm a fall guy. That's my favorite season of the. I love it when it's dark at 5:30, and I love the fact that we're starting to get into that fall feel now a little bit.
I like fall in Florida.
Yes, throws. That's the best pass of the night right there.
Breaks a tackle.
There he is. I thought he was gone. That's a great pitch and catch. That's Jimmy Love. Who threw that pass?
Mummy
threw that ball
Yeah.
on target. That was the best pass of the night by Mummy.
Two-back look.
Oh, my. That,
Flag on the play.
did he throw the flag?
Yep.
And that's going to be a hit to a defenseless receiver.
The quarterback. in the
Oh,
backfield.
quarterback?
In the
Oh,
backfield.
okay. I didn't see that one. Roughing the passer. So that'll be 15 yards, walked off the other. I was watching ahead. I thought they would call that hit on the receiver, But no, they didn't. Good no call on that.
But yeah, I'm a Florida fall guy. I talked to Brandon. He's like, it's 54 degrees in New York. I'm like, that's ridiculous.
What part of New York is he living in?
About 30, 45 minutes from Canada.
God, that's great. Upstate New York.
Yep.
I used to go up there and play hockey tournaments in Rochester, Utica, all the way up there, man. I love that part of the country. I didn't like it when it snowed because our bus driver used to. Oh, my.
Fumble. Oh.
Yeah, listen, the big guy's like, man, I had me 6 points. No, you didn't. You did the right thing there falling on that. That was Braylon Manning with the pickup. Who had the hit?
I think it was.
Was that number 4? Was that Brady Durfus? Wow. And that will end the satellite drive as quick as it started. That's what you call a typical blindside hit. No, he did not.
I formation from Melbourne.
Yeah, it's going to be straight turn around and hand the football off.
Oh, somebody comes through unblocked. Fumble. How does that happen?
Just dropped the ball. Sweating. Went to shift arms, and out it came.
My second question is, someone on satellite came through the line untouched.
What's that?
Someone came through untouched, and we still didn't get the tackle. Untouched.
Yeah, you got to make that tackle.
Tackle everybody.
Or you got to force him into the arms of another player at least. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Melbourne at the Scorps 45. Yeah, that's a good call.
Looks like Melbourne taking control of the clock here now.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is. We could see a 10-minute fourth quarter.
A little play action.
Uh-oh.
Over the top. Finds
There it
number
is.
12.
Nice play action. That's a good pitch and catch all the way inside the Natwick Insurance red zone. That boy. That ball caught by number 12, Brandon Taylor. And that was the best throw of the night by Will Reinhold. So, go ahead.
If he's over the top of the safeties, everything, just air it out. Let him run.
That's who Brandon lives. That's who we need to get you and Brandon on a broadcast when he comes down.
He'll be down here.
Oh,
soon.
the ball's out, and where did it go? Who's got it? Well, I think
scrum.
Melbourne's got it.
Number 2 has it.
Or number 2, yeah, okay. Yeah, I was like, is he fighting him? No, he was tackling him as number 2 picked the ball up. Tyquez Harris.
Brandon he'll be down here in the next couple months. We'll see.
We have to get him on a broadcast, man.
Let's see. He might be listening right now. Or it's 8:16. It might be his bedtime, actually. Never mind.
He was a lot of fun to watch play football, too.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, you were too busy running around collecting footballs.
I'd be playing over there by the trees.
Right. Straight up the middle.
Breaks tackle, still going.
He's still going on his
Breaks
feet.
another tackle.
What a run by Harris. Touchdown, Melbourne Bulldogs on a phenomenal run by Tyquez Harris. Wow, what a run, Blake.
Yeah, stayed low, used his body, stiff arms, truck, just fought in there. He wanted it, you could tell.
1 second to play in the quarter, too. Burn it off, we do. So the extra point will take us to the fourth quarter, and it's 28-0 as Melbourne lines up for the 2-point conversion. What a run by that young man. Jeff Panucci told me before the game to watch Tyquez Harris. Well, we just did. I formation. A little fade here. Too far. And that'll take us to the fourth quarter with the score. Melbourne 28, Satellite nothing.
Hi, I'm Christy Lindback with Compass, your East Coast real estate expert. When it comes to selling your home, experience and strategy matter. My team and I make sure every detail is handled, so you get top dollar and a stress-free experience. We bring in professional stagers, high-end photographers, and cinematic videographers to showcase your home at its best. Because every showing starts online and we make sure your home stands out. With consistent communication, strong negotiation skills, and local market expertise, I guide you every step of the way. Because here in Brevard, when it comes to real estate, Chrissy knows. Ready to buy or sell in Brevard? Visit Chrissy Knows and let's get started.
All right, here we go. It started the fourth quarter.
Best kick of the night for Melbourne right there.
Yeah, sponsored by
Whistle,
Chrissy
whistle, whistle.
Lindback. Yeah, that's something. That's going backwards. So, yep, here comes Melbourne. Satellite will come out. 28-0 lead. 9:55 to go. Coming up tomorrow night, four on the network, one here on Facebook, the other three on YouTube. On the Facebook channel, you'll see the Buster Clark Trophy Babcock Street battle as Melbourne and Palm Bay will duke it out for the 47th time since 1977. Then it'll be O'Galley and O'Galley. I was going to say O'Galley's going to play the Commodores. O'Galley is going to play Coco over at Richard Dick Blake Stadium, and we've been talking about that game for 2 years ad nauseum, so I'm ready for that one. Bishop Moore at MCC and Woodford, Kentucky at Heritage.
The one thing I'm going to say for the Satellite receivers, if you ever come back and watch this, you have to use your hands to catch the ball.
No, can't let it get to the
wait for it with your arms open like a basket, waiting for it. Yep.
Vince Lombardi used to say, put your thumbs together and do it that way.
Make a diamond something.
Yep.
But extend your arms and go catch the ball with your hands.
Yeah, you got to attack it.
That is part of the description of a receiver.
As he throws. Oh, there you go. Nice pitch and catch.
Still
across the
50
yards. And down to the 45. It's a nice play. Nice pass by Mummy. Who was the receiver, number 9? Yeah, I think it was. I think that was Corbin Kugler. So I'm not sure why that ball's now spotted on the 44, and at least the clock is running. 28-0. Mummy in trouble.
Oh, has a man deep. Throws it. Complete to number 13.
Nice catch. I thought he got sacked, but no, he does not. And that is as good as it gets at any level.
Jimmy Love.
Jimmy Love on the catch by my roster. See if I got the catch. Yeah, I got it. Got enough of it.
Satellite looking to put some points on the board for the first time since the first drive.
Yeah, and you know Melbourne wants his shutout. There's something about a shutout and pride in it. Yep, that'll help them keep it. Nice job by Mummy to fight back, at least to pick up a yard. Ball is inside the Chrissy Lindback red zone. It'll be 1st and 10. Or second and goal, because the ball was right on the 10. The worst kind of goal-to-go situation at the 10. I hate those goal-to-goes at the 10, because that is strictly advantage defense. Yep, the first team defense is back out on it. Here comes number 2, trying to keep that shutout. That's a pride thing. That's a Bulldog pride thing. Scorpions trying to break the 0 barrier here tonight. Mummy, bunch formation. This is power strong.
It's a wing T.
Uh-oh. Throw wide open. Great play. That's a great play call. Max Lopez hauls it in, and it's 28-6. Fooled everybody.
You call that the commentator jinx right there?
What's that?
Commentator jinx?
Yeah, I tell you, when Dan Burke puts 10 guys on the line or 9 guys on the line of scrimmage like that, you kind of think he's going to run the football. And not that time they didn't.
And
nice play action by Mummy, too.
Satellite's going to go for 2 here, which
Yeah, why not?
it doesn't help at all.
No, but, look. 8 times 3 is 24. Yeah, you're right. And they will not come close to getting it, but they do. They do end the shutout streak. So, with 8:03 to play, 28-6, back for the kickoff in a moment here on Brevard Sports Network.
Hello, Space Coast. Alan Slaughter-Zinski for the Brevard Sports Network. I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank all of you for your support of BSN and allowing us to cover your student athletes and come into your home each and every night. Give us a follow on Facebook at Brevard Sports Network, and here's to many more years of top-notch sports coverage right here in Brevard County. Thanks again.
All right, welcome back. The Bulldogs set to receive with 8:03 to play in the game. And every kick in this game feels like an onside or a squib kick, so I don't know what's coming. As the ball is handed to Ryder Hodges, the kicker. Tomorrow night it'll be myself and Anthony Knockreiner delivering Coco and O'Galley. Chase Alexander will be at MCC. It will be the Varsity Sports Network crew down on BSN's behalf at Heritage. My man Ontavious McCullough and Daryl Durand and Ron Lighthall at Melbourne. Offsides. It's going to be offsides on satellite. 8:03 to play. All right, Blake. Who do you got tomorrow night, O'Galley or Coco?
I think it'll be a good game. I'm going to take Coco because they looked really good last week against Heritage. And, again, I still think O'Galley's offense is still trying to figure it out a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think Coco gets it out in a close game.
Okay. I think special teams is going to be a big key in this one tomorrow night. I really do. And they'll back it up 5, and Ryder Hodges will try it again here. Here we go. I can't believe we fixed that audio, man. After what I was seeing there for 5 minutes, I thought it was done.
Oh,
I was ready to take
kick.
the phone to the shop tomorrow. Oh, nice kick. Hey, how about that catch, huh? See that catch? Not sure where he's going, but he didn't follow one block on that, and that's why he's tackled 5 yards.
And
at the 20. So
They're
7:55 to play, 28-6. And I would imagine Melbourne will try to chew up some time here. Now, I know Billy Palmer likes to take shots, but I would expect everything to be geared towards finishing this one off.
I think, Brandon Taylor's having a great game. He's a little too patient on that one.
I think Billy just told him, protect the football, and guys up front in the trenches, do some blocking. Big guys, even for JV. Take a look at big number 75 over there on the left side. Straight give, straight run, straight yards. And that is a gain of 15 by 14, Carson Nance. First and 10 at the 35. Nance, one carry, 15 yards. That's the kind of stat line you like to see for your running back. Checking in, number 8 is Elijah Wright, and number 9, Aaron Pierre, both in the game for Melbourne. Pierre will line up at the fullback position. I formation, satellite with about 8 in the box. And that'll be Tyquez Harris. Tackle. Elijah Wright. Sorry, check that. It was Elijah Wright. We got a new quarterback. Elijah Wright. That's where I was trying to figure out where he went. And Brett Black notifies me he's under center, Allen. I formation again. Wright turns, just gives it off. And down immediately. Bring up third down and 9. Clock running, 6:35. Delay a game. I'm not even sure how that can happen 10 seconds after the ball was spotted down. Yeah, I don't know how that's delay a game. And, please don't ask me how that's delay a game. That's what Billy wants to know. Billy's like, how's that delay a game? But that's what the call was. Yeah. I like to see Satellite battling like this, man. I really do.
4th and long.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to get the ball back here, and if they can make a couple plays and cut this lead in half here, we've seen a lot of crazy things happen in football.
Especially on JV the last couple weeks.
Right.
Let's see, what was it, first week of JV, Rockledge, Vieira.
Yeah.
The Backyard Bowl. Vieira scored with like 2 minutes left. Rockledge drives all the way down to the 5. And Vieira gets a stop.
Yeah.
Ball game.
So Satellite's varsity team plays in the Sunshine State Athletic Association along with Space Coast, Holy Trinity. And tomorrow night, you got Holy Trinity and Astronaut, which is a big game. Space Coast, they should pick up a win tomorrow night. Satellite's varsity team should pick up a win tomorrow night. They should start 5-0, which would be their best start since 2021 when they started 6-0. That's the year they went 10-3, I believe, and all the way to the regional finals, falling to Merritt Island, who would eventually go on to play for the state championship that year. There's a reverse. Good chance here. Open field. He read the block wrong. That's a good run. He reads the block right at the end there. He's got a first down, but a good run nonetheless. And that'll bring up 4th down and a punting situation. Good job. Whoever that defensive back was over there created enough havoc to force him to have to turn a couple different ways, and that's what prevented the 1st down. So Satellite will actually just take over right there, 1st and 10, at their own 42-yard line. So Melbourne doesn't even punt with 6:05 to go. Billy Palmer rolling the dice that Satellite does not have the big play strike capability needed to pick up 3 scores in 6 minutes. Mummy, the shoulder fake, too long, throws, and overshoots the target. So the first thing I'm doing if I'm Noah Mummy's quarterback coach is I'm getting rid of that whole shoulder thing there. See that whole shoulder thing he does? I'm teaching him that's where if you pump fake, okay. But that shoulder thing that's a mechanics thing, and obviously he's a young quarterback, and those are things they're going to work on him with. And I keep saying Noah, but Levi, Mummy. Throws and overthrown.
3rd and long for Satellite.
Yeah.
Satellite's blocking with 7 people, 7 people. And Melbourne's rushing with just about 6 people. Oh, throw.
Good hit underneath.
Not a Florida tackle. That's a good form tackle right there.
So why we say there's a lot that can happen, this is an absolute must-have 1st down here for Satellite. 4th and about 7 for the Scorpions.
Mummy rolling out to the right. Throws. Incomplete.
Incomplete. And that will give the ball back to the Melbourne Bulldogs with 4:56 to play. And I would imagine this will be 4 straight running plays. I hope.
Yeah. Just run the ball, close the game out.
Exactly. So tomorrow night to the football game, I'm going to wear my Coco shirt, my galley visor. What a break, and this will be our final break. I know we took a big one earlier. Wasn't exactly a break, but we'll be right back here on Brevard Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Christy Lindback with Compass, your East Coast real estate expert. When it comes to selling your home, experience and strategy matter. My team and I make sure every detail is handled, so you get top dollar and a stress-free experience. We bring in professional stagers, high-end photographers, and cinematic videographers to showcase your home at its best. Because every showing starts online, and we make sure your home stands out. With consistent communication, strong negotiation skills, and local market expertise, I guide you every step of the way. Because here in Brevard, when it comes to real estate,
Quick water break. Back. Sorry, Chrissy. Fourth quarter, 28-6. There's a good run. Like what I see from this Bulldog program. again, you got 41. You had 41 incoming freshmen this year. I was talking to Brett Black down at Route 7 when we did the Melbourne preseason thing, and people are really, really excited about the next 4 to 6 years of this program. And they are over at Satellite, too, when you look at the varsity. Oh, I don't know how he got that off. That's a first down, and that's a good, hard-nosed run. And that'll move the sticks. The clock will stop as soon as those chains get set. They'll roll the clock. And actually, he de-rolled it that time. All right. Only took him 4 quarters, but he got it. Yeah. 1st and 10. Offsides, all kinds of ways. So it'll be 1st and 5. Good job there on snap count. 3:38. I want to thank Technique Boxing. They have been our scoreboard sponsor tonight. 1st and 5. Quick pitch.
Don't go out of bounds.
He's gone. Will he be caught?
No.
Touchdown! Melbourne Bulldogs. E.J. McLean. Great run. And that will do away with any comeback. And without that shutout, we could have hit a running clock. But we won't. Yeah, that's true. .305. Extra point coming. That's a great run. Down the sidelines. I think I'll throw it.
Slant.
Oh, he's got it. It's good. Good. Nice throw from the young man. It's Elijah Wright with a nice throw into traffic, and it's 36-6. Your score. 3:05 to play as Melbourne will kick off here. And Blake, let's get, because as soon as this is over, we're going to log off and get out. So let me get your final thoughts on this one and anything you see coming up potentially tomorrow night, because I know you're going to be gone for 2 weeks.
Melbourne JV, and for Melbourne in the future, they look really good right now. They have a lot of players that are going to keep developing into great players.
Right.
And so this Melbourne program will be one to watch here in the near future. Satellite, I think you have a pretty good quarterback in Levi Mummy. That's the name. Just a couple things, he looks a little nervous under pressure.
Yeah.
But still, Satellite, they look pretty good, and they're going to have a good program here in the future also.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And SSAA and they have taken a real nice liking to the SSAA this year as that kick is off. And Dan Burke, of course, the Dan Burke effect, I call it. Coach Burke doesn't like when I say that, but it is. Anytime you get a guy like Dan Burke, whom obviously your father knows very well, of course, was on his coaching staff when he won state championships down at Palm Bay. Success. You're going to have success. I mean, the man is the winningest head football coach in Brevard County football history. And so he knows a thing or two about this game.
What other games do we have tomorrow night for me to pick real quick?
You know, we got a big 8-man game tomorrow night. Mount Maradona Christian, Donahue Catholic. That's a big one tomorrow night. I don't have the schedule in front of me. Oh, nice little pitch and catch again.
I watched, I think it was Texas 8-man football on TV one time.
Wild.
And it is it's obviously it's football, but it's a different game.
I'm going to be honest with you. It's Iron Man football because a lot of your guys obviously go both ways. A lot more space, and the hits. A lot speed. It's a wild game. And I will tell you this: Matt Handwork and his Merritt Island Christian Cougars. Matt Handwork. They have developed that program into the Cocoa Tigers of 8-man football here in Brevard County. And I got my chips in on the Cougs winning another state championship this year. Mummy. And that time he just took too much time as we are now under 2 minutes to go. And Satellite not going to stop the clock.
MCC Bishop Moore?
Yeah, listen, MCC's banged up. Their quarterback, Sebastian Troyan, sophomore, he is that's a tough slate of games to throw a sophomore quarterback into. They certainly missed Brogan McNabb, who was arguably one of the best quarterbacks in this county entering the season, along with Joseph Allen. And so looking, and he
hit while he throws.
Incomplete. And
Bishop Moore always has a pretty good football team.
Coach Hedrick's got another one again this year. I think they have just one loss on the year. This will be 4th down. So without a first down, this will likely be the final play because I can't imagine the Bulldogs doing anything but taking a knee. Blake, thank you so much. And again, for all of you out there, if you would, please continue to keep your prayers for Caleb and giving his, helping him by sharing the GoFundMe. And if you can contribute anything at all, helps. It's pinned to the top of the BSN Facebook page. And Levi Mummy, did he throw that? Yeah, he got rid of it. And that'll be a turnover on downs as we get set to wrap it up. The Bulldogs will come on, and I'd expect that they'll take a knee here. And want to thank Athletic Director Chad Raymond, Brett Black here in the booth tonight, my broadcast partner Blake Mays, and, of course, Caleb watching from Halifax. No formation like this one in football. It don't look like this is victory formation.
No.
Yeah, JV's a little different. You got a lot of kids that don't get it, haven't played, and any time you can get them a snap or two like this, it's important.
Melbourne going to get at least 2 plays.
Yeah, I think so. Unless they do something foolish like score a touchdown.
Yeah.
And the Bulldogs go.
And another flag.
He does know there's 1:08 left, right? Yeah, I think there's too many men on the field for Melbourne. There is. You can't. I mean, he's got to throw that flag. My question is why wasn't it thrown before? Was it? and they still didn't take him off the field. So they're playing 12. Man, they tried it again, got caught twice. So now it's 1st and 20. So now I just hope we don't see a pass. Quick pitch.
Toss, and it's a pass.
Yeah, see that I don't care for. I don't care for that.
And there's another flag on the field. A little scuffle between.
They tried it, take a knee. Yeah, that is. That's.
Offsetting penalties.
Yeah, it was unsportsmanlike offsetting. Yeah, that's what I say. Just take a knee here. There's no need for that. I get it if you want to try to throw a pass here, but the whole trick play thing, not necessary. Satellite fans barking their disapproval a little bit. And that's exactly what we're going to have now. I think Coach Palmer gave him one shot at it, and it didn't happen. That's a false start, but the referees aren't going to call that. Not so fast. They say wind it out, and that's going to do it. The Melbourne Bulldogs are going to win tonight 36-6. Congratulations. They are now 6-0 this season. Satellite will fall to 2-3. Our player of the game tonight, I got to think, is E.J. McLean, the running back. So, for Blake Mays, I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinski.